welcome, Lars Magnar Enoksen. And let's start talking about runes. You've wrote a lot of books about runes, and
Yes.
you also are a rune master. So can you tell us a little about runes? What is the runes? Is the first question we need to do.
Yeah. Okay. I hope that I am allowed to, what are runes? In sense, runes are, sound imitating symbols, at the same as the Latin letters, that is the basic, you use it for communication, writing. So that is step number one. And also you must also know that runes are used in Scandinavia. They are used over a time of like 1600 years, and they made quite a drastic changes every second century, so the runes from the 200s, they don't look like in 400 and then 600, 800, 1000, 12, 14. So however, 9 of the runes keep their appearance and their sounds and the meanings. So 9 of them don't change, but all the others change, and that is one of the major mistakes that people that are new to the runes, they don't understand that there are actually different time periods, and they make a lot of mistakes by putting runic shapes together in the frutarts that they used that were never used together. So that is one way you spot that they don't know so much. And also, so first you have to understand what the runes are, how they look, and how they are used. Because now in modern times, people use them in a very free way, freely way. They think that you can come in as an total beginner and wow, I will go do some rune magic now. Sorry. That is the highest possible level. So no, you are playing with a fantasy. So what can I more say? They of course have an esoteric level wisdom, but that if you want to reach there, you really have to study deep. And you cannot just imagine what it means. You actually have to learn it to find out. But I'm not sure if I answer what runes, but it is a beginning of an answer. So you can continue questioning.
Very great.
Yeah.
And you said about the symbols and the sounds, and also about the modern way to use the runes.
Yes.
And you also, it's always posting the authentic runes, the authentic tradition, like a tradition. And always with the rune stones, you're always together with the rune stones.
Yes, but I love them. Yes, but I love the rune stones. So I have a deep relationship with the rune stone. Yes, so the reason why I post pictures and videos with the rune stone is actually to show people this is one usage of the runes, but it is authentic. So when you talk about runes, if you understand at least one authentic way of using the runes, you have a great advantage of all the others that only does unauthentic use of runes, because it is useless, it is worthless. So it is of course, it means something if you are in a community that everybody lies, but they think that yes, it means like this, and everybody is agreeing, yes, we don't have to learn it, we just fake it. Yes, can we do that? Yeah, yeah. So they have. So I mean that I am not against having fun that way, but it has nothing to do with runes, nothing to do with the authentic wisdom of the runes. But I am not against people playing with the runes, you know, having fun and, you know, posting a picture with a rune that they have made, you know, that is great, you know, but at some time you have to start learning runes if you are seriously interested in runes.
Wow. So if the runes are used for the communication, we also see too many people using the runes, for example, the elder Plutarch, to write words in their own language, for example, using runes to write in Portuguese or in English.
Yeah.
And do you think that is some problem to do this in spiritual level?
Okay, yes. So they're both a problem in writing because you know, Portuguese and English doesn't use the same sounds like in the Nordic tongue, and the runes are of course made to be comparable with the Nordic language. But we have, you know, we will at least have 75% similarities, you know, so we will have more similarities in the sound than else. But it is like, you know, first of all, as I said in the beginning, we have different periods of the Futhark, and one of the major mistakes people do, it's that they start with the oldest Futhark, you know, the elder Futhark, because that is coolest, you know, that is the most ancient. I get that, you know, but it is the most difficult, you know, super difficult. So I can take myself as an example. I have studied the runes deeply 20 years before I even dared to approach the elder runes, because it's that difficult, you know, but if you start with the Viking Age rune, the 16 lettered Futhark, that is better because that is impossible to fake. You know, if you start with Elder Futhark, you can fake it. You know, you can write your name. You know, wow, you know, it says Camilla here. Yes, you can do that. But if you're going to do that with a younger Futhark, you cannot even write your name without learning the runes, because they have a specific spelling system, and I have a specific sound system because they have multiple sound values, and so there you actually have to learn the runes even if you're going just to write your full name, you know. But in the process we're actually starting to learn runes, so that is the pedagogical value. And when you learn the Viking Age runes, and then because you start with learning how they are in the beginning of the Viking Age period in the 800s, but then around 1000 they start with the dotted runes. So then you can do more precise. For instance, the K rune is both K and G. H, sorry, I take T and D. You know, the T rune is T and D, but if you put a dotted dot on the pillar stave, it becomes only D, you know, so you're marking them out for the exact sound value, and that develops to the fully stung medieval runic alphabet that appears in the 1200s. So because they are an exact evolution of that, and then it ends with the Renaissance runes in the 1500s. And when you have learned that, then you approach the elder Futhark, because then you have learned the runic way of thinking. Then you understand how the runes work. And then you have a greater possibility to understand the elder runes. But I can say that if you start learning the elder runes, starting with that, I can say you will never learn the runes. Never. Sorry, but no.
Okay, great. And another question, a little polemical.
Yeah.
Well, you know, our entire world, it's very famous to use rooms like Oracle,
Yeah.
but we sometimes we read it wasn't the use of the rooms in the authentic sources. So what the master that teaches rooms think about the use the rooms like an oracle?
Oh yes, but the runes were used as an oracle. That is a total authentic thing. The
Really?
problem, yeah, of course they were used as oracles. That is but then you don't using them as letter, you know. Then you're using them as you know, the deeper meaning, and that is based on the runic names and the runic poems. You know, there you can extract the meaning of it, and the methods are called throwing the runes or taking the lot, you know, picking the rune, and oh no, they are totally authentic. The problem is that the way the oracles are made nowadays are usually the system that was developed in the 1980s and 90s. So it is an runic oracles system that is only 30 years old, the most, you know. So this is totally unauthentic, you know, created by people. They actually took most of their inspiration from the way you use tarot cards, you know. So they use different kinds of methods or principles from the tarot readings, and then they try to apply that on the runes, you know. And then they created a specific system, but that is, you know, just total bullshit, you know. So that is but you can have fun. I get it, you are having fun. I have fun, but don't think that it's something authentic rune wisdom in it. I laugh at it, you know, when I see it, you know, I laugh at it, you know. I say, yes, go for it, you know, but you know, it is like people, the problem is that people usually don't spend enough time to check if something is right or wrong, you know. Here, you know, we here in Scandinavia, we learn that in school, you know, to check the facts, you know. How, you know, how can we see that this person is telling the truth and that person is lying, you know? How can we know that, you know? And that you can know when you talk about specific things, you know, because there are something that is the truth and not the truth. You can also say that this is my truth and that is your truth. Yes, but then we talk about feelings. Then we don't talk about facts, you know. So when you talk about actual facts, there is one part that is true and something that is wrong, but there can also be details, levels of the truth, and also level of how wrong you are. And the most the way they are able to fake this, you know, with Oracle, is that they are using the runes, you know, the right symbols, you know. They look like authentic runes, you know. They look like runes. But and some of the rune names are correct, you know. And then also they mix it up, but then it becomes difficult, because if you don't know enough about runes, it sounds acceptable, you know. Yeah, it must be true, you know. Yeah.
And now we would like to have an advice from the master for runner lovers who would like to start to learn the authentic rooms, the authentic way of rooms.
Okay, yes. That is actually very simple to say, you know. If they really want to learn runes, they should check out the academical literature about runes. That is called runology. So there is a specific academic science that is called runology, and there you study the runes, how they are actually used. So there are a lot of books, also in English. So this is not something that is difficult to get. Okay, it is. One thing that is the basics of getting knowledge is to find out, where do I find the knowledge? That is something that takes years to learn. That is not something that is easily accessible or understandable, from day one. You have to start, reading some books, hearing some. Now you can hear in podcasts, you can, and then after a while you find out, okay, that person seems to know what he or she is talking about. That doesn't add up. You learn it. You must view it critically, and then after a while, you read something, study, and then after a while you want to search for deeper knowledge. And if you don't know how you do that, sorry, then you don't get it anymore. You have to understand how you do it. It is there for you. But if you don't make the effort, I heard, for people from Brazil, oh, we don't have that books over here. Yes, you have. You can order them, but you have to know what to order. So if you don't know what to order, then it stops there. So this information is not free. It is, this is not something that is in some sound, cloud in the internet that yes, I will just download it for free. This, valuable information has never been free. You have to really search, do the effort. I am, of course, lucky that I live in Scandinavia, because here all the information are accessible, but I need to find out where can I get it? That is the key. So if you don't know how, you should find yourself a mentor, a man or a woman that knows a little bit more than you, that will guide you. But here, here in Scandinavia, you do that effort first yourself. And then when you start to understand, oh, it is there, I can find it. There you already have some basic knowledge. So when you approach these persons, they will see, he has actually done his homework, So and then they will perhaps, hopefully, assist you, and at least they will assist you and say, okay, what you're looking for, you can find it there, or you can find it there, and then it's up to you. Do you dare to go there? Do you dare to approach these persons? So you have to, if you're totally new, of course, you don't know how to go there, but then get some kind of person to guide you, a mentor.
For example, the master.
No. That is not my duty. No, that is not my duty. That is, no. That is that. I mean, they have to find it. Of course, I do it, but I have students. Paying students. Of course, I will guide them. But they are so interested that they are joining my online classes. Of course, yes. Then I have to do it. But I also put a lot of effort on them. But I will, of course, guide them to the information.
Yes. Thanks for talking about runes. And now I would like to ask you about galdr.